robes to it.
Rook hey, not first.
Morning. Monday morning. Can you believe it? Already Monday? Good Lord. It's crazy. Craziness, I tell you. Our music is playing.
Yukon, unfortunately.
Really low. What's up, Yukon?
Morning.
Unfortunately, Monday. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. What's up, Love Raga? How you doing, man? I only speak English, though, bud. English only. Good morning. Welcome back to the shop, everybody. We are, we're here. That's about the best I can say. I am tired. Super tired, man. I don't know what it was, man, but I went to bed right on time last night, and it just, I don't know, tossed and turned. One of them days. We didn't even have any bad weather. It's just weird. Just weird. So I got the resin cast. I'm pulling them out of the molds. Got one mold that's being a little bit more stubborn than the other, so we're gonna have to take off all the sides. Unfortunately, I thought I used both of my new molds, but apparently I must have grabbed one of the old ones too. So yeah. I think the resin turned out really good. Really good. I pulled the pressure on it Saturday morning and just kind of let the pot dissipate on its own. So the new resin cast, the new resin is really good stuff. Really good. Not that the old stuff that I was using was really bad, because you know, the dice from the old cast, they're handling the sun exceptionally well on Saturday. I mean, they're just getting beat all to hell. So it's crazy. It's wild and crazy. So today we're gonna work on getting those handles done. I did get my supply package in Friday afternoon. So we got the pins for Damon's brisket knife. We need to go ahead and put that handle together. We're also going to try to do a heat treat today too. Heat treat. We'll have to finish up the sheath for Corey's brisket as well. So, yeah, well, we are moving forward. We're going to have to do some more resin casts. We'll probably do those either tomorrow or maybe even Wednesday. So, depending on how much time we got. Let's go take a look. Grinder, please. Take a look. We already pulled one out. Did really, really well. Have to top off these bits on top. We'll recast those in some more resin. Give it a nice haircut. I don't know if these little ones are really going to work out too well, but should be able to get that big chunk squared away. And of course, this one here is fighting me. I'm trying to pull it out. Over time, these sides, they kind of conclave in. So it's forming a wedge. So it's just the way the mold maker makes his molds. They don't always work right. And this one probably is done because I can't even get that screw out. One of the reasons why I bought brand new molds. Just like the dice molds, man, they give up the ghost every now and then. Troll cam, please. Marbles is open. Get your marbles on the track. The morning Bucky. Becky. It'll actually be not a bad thing that we are going to have to harvest this mold because I need some of these screw bits. I asked the manufacturer to send me some, but maybe I didn't ask nice enough. Probably took offense to me telling him that his molds could use some modification. One of them people don't like feedback, I guess.
Rusty Rime morning.
Morning, Rusty. How are you today, sir?
Damon morning, Rusty.
We're gonna cut into this sucker. Just not today. I need harvestable
Damon John,
parts.
we did not win the knife. It went to someone I don't think has been here before.
Rusty
Jeez.
Rime, I am good, no compliance.
No compliant. I'm not compliant either, sir. Morning, Corey. How are you today? Already gave out the knife, huh? Wow, that was quick. Ooh. It's cool. Looks like we already had one that was a partial.
Rusty Rime, it went to an awesome person in the community.
To put a mold back together now that we got extra parts. Community member. Hey, those are the best winners, man.
Rusty Rime 316 tickets in total.
Not bad at all, man. That was one of the. That wasn't one of the new ones. Where the fuck is the other new one gotten off to? $316 tickets. A lot of tickets, dude. Tickets. Mind me, my OCD is only getting in the way. Fix it later. Fix it later.
Boosted good
That's
Monday
a lot of
morning,
entries,
everyone.
man. Grinder, please. Morning, Boosted. That is a lot of tickets, dude. Give this guy a haircut. Trim off all that excess burl. Nice.
Damon owes
Gonna
there
be
is another
nice.
type of OCD that hardly anyone knows about. Damon, that is who won the knife.
Dusty. For gifting a sub. X-Bob. X-Bob.
Damon osteochondritis dissecans.
Gets you enough coin there for a ticket for one of my monthly knife giveaways, man. I'm not surprised, though, that you got about 300 something tickets. That's typically what I average on my tickets, I think. Every month. Every month, man. Not surprised. Holy moly.
Ooh hee 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 hee.
I probably should have wore pants today. It's a little chilly. It's chilly.
Boosted Rusty was in Star Wars cosplay. It was fun.
Run away and utter fear, for Bluesy, the goat milker is
No
here.
shit. Oh yeah, dude. Today's Revenge of the 5th, right? So naturally, I'm streaming, and I'm wearing red. Isn't that close?
Blue, yes.
The Emperor's Protection Guard. Gotta cover my face, though, huh?
Rusty Rime,
Roll
we
cam,
are at
please.
6,135.69 for the kids at the moment.
A lot, dude.
Coriash outstanding.
That is a lot. Good job, man.
Rusty Rime very thankful for your Gino Risti.
Dude, I'm glad to help, man. You're the hero in this story, not me. I'm just hero support, brother. I'm the one doing all this for the kids. I'm just helping you
Blue, so Rusty
succeed in
Rime,
your
when will
goals,
you be
brother.
sending me my winnings?
Rusty
Happy to
Rime,
do
yeah,
so.
but you made the cape.
Blue, hee hee hee.
Come on, get a little closer, buddy boy. Not that close.
Boosted, I just want the breakfast castle leftovers. Rusty Rime, dude, yesterday so many people got upset when Neg said she won. My DMS filled up in seconds.
Why'd they get upset? They had an equal chance, just like everybody else, right? Doesn't make any sense why somebody would get upset
Damon, I
about it.
get Bravewood coffee today. Blue, Rusty Rime, everyone was a winner as they got to watch you.
Daniel JMC Grailham, sounds. Rusty Rime, but the winner wasn't announced, and people thinking it was rigged. Rusty Rime Negs did what Bluesy just did.
So you
Rusty
didn't
Rime,
use like
it was kind of funny.
you didn't use like a visual program. So people could see like the picking.
Damon, oh no, it put the winner on the screen and in chat.
Rusty Rime, I did, but she came in 4 hours earlier sprouting she will pick it up and stuff.
Ah. It's just she was being cocky. Nothing wrong with that.
Blue,
It's
lol.
called confidence, man. Confidence. Gotta have that confidence.
Blue, ha 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 ha, hey, we are confident. Damon, she was trying to will it into being.
Well, it only took me like 5 years, Rusty, but I finally figured out what an actual
Blue, not
pricing
trying
model
and meet
is
up
for my
temperance.
knives. So anything above 1.5 inches, so 1.5 to 2 inches, or down to 1 inch. So I guess it's 1.1 to 2 inches is $75 a blade inch, and 1 inch or less in width, yeah, right, width is $50
Blue,
an
oh,
inch,
she did not.
blade inch. So that gives you an idea
Oh,
of
wow.
what the actual pricing structure is now for my knives. Took years to figure that out. Years. All right, chat. It's about time for the morning bucky.
Rusty Rime, now we need a visual we can pop up.
Yeah, I gotta make some graphics. I gotta make some stuff for my
Blue, I see in
farmers
meet up
market
temperance.
too.
Boosted definitely visual.
I have a printout for my sharpening prices, and literally a kid walked up to me and said, "Oh, there's a knife for $15. I'll take it." It's like, yeah, no, no, that's sharpening. He was really sad. Thought he was gonna get a great deal on a knife.
Rusty Rhyme people love how everything pops up on my stream now. I get a lot of compliments on that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. What program do you use for that? It's really nice.
Rusty Rhyme streamer bot.
Damon LOL no $15 won't even cover the steel Sunny.
What happened? You try to post a link. Dadgummit, Rusty. Rusty tried to post links.
He got timed out.
Rook Rusty, you bad boy.
You woke up
You
the
call
toaster
maybe the
god,
scam.
Rusty. Damn it, now that fucker's awake.
Bot John.
Rook, did he time himself out?
He did.
LOL.
Rusty
Daily
Rhyme it's
toaster god's
actually
now
called
awake.
streamer.bot.
Damon naughty Rusty, you need a sub to post links.
Streamer.bot. Sweet, man.
Rusty
I
Rhyme
most
maybe I like the punishment.
definitely need to look at that.
Rook TMI.
Koryash streamer bot can be pretty amazing. Coders love it, very open-ended.
Damon, I see you more as dolling it out versus taking it.
Rusty Rhyme the nice thing about it is you can personalize it so much more fine-tuned than anything else out there, but it is more work.
Blue O YouTube is integrated.
Rusty Rhyme yep.
Blue no kick though. Ah well.
Koryash, yeah, the pop-up on stream stuff is nice. And walk-in sounds for people too.
Blue, is it good with TDS?
As with all, Bill,
Rusty
We're
Rhyme
gonna
that's
be-
speaker.bot.
we're going to be chasing boys out crazy. You can't crack open a burrow and not find another void somewhere. Grinder, please. Alright, let's get a sneak 'em peek 'em here. That one's nice and thick. Plenty of room to work with. Plenty of room for error. Give you a sneak peek what it'll look like. It's all polished up.
Rusty Rhyme but it made by the same people and it works very well with it. I don't speak clear enough for it though.
That's gonna make a nice.
Koryash Islands in the sea.
This
Blue,
one's
which is a
yours,
clutching Rusty
Corey.
Rhyme.
This one will be yours.
Blue, no, I mean that it speaks what we type.
Rusty Rhyme, it's not a plugin.
Not near as
Totally
thick, though.
Spree program.
Less than an inch. Not too far off, though. We'd probably thin it down anyway.
Rusty Rhyme, you can have speaker.bot do both at Goat Farmer Blueasy.
Yeah, I use SpeakerBot, but I don't use it as much as it probably could be used.
Blue, yet.
Don't use it as much as it could be used. All right, we got some 3 knives we need to take care of. I'm going to go ahead and prioritize putting them together. We need to pull this piece of wood off.
Corey Ash, were you talking to me? I lost track. I prefer a thicker handle.
It'll be thick enough. It'll be good. Don't worry. I always over pour the handle material anyway. But typically each side of a knife handle is about 5
Corey
to
Ash, my 3 main knives all
6
have different thicknesses. I'd have to measure and
millimeters.
tell you which one is too thin. My OG, lol.
This thing's got 20 millimeters. I'm going to cut it down the middle. Typically 5 millimeters is the typical width of a handle. So this is already twice as thick. Of course, the full pour is only at 25 millimeters. So there's just not any room for error on this one. That's all. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll mastercraft that shit.
Corey Ash HMM, I need to find a tape measurer. The 2 at my desk don't have it.
They don't have the tape measure? Oh, don't have the metric. Got it.
Corey Ash, they don't have millimeter.
Blue, you do not make errors, John. You have happy little accidents.
You can count the little numbers in between the inches. In centimeters. Fairly close. Fairly close. I mean, not perfect, obviously. Close enough. Close enough for non-government work.
Blue, just grab yourself a slide rule.
The best part about art. Jesus! Try that again. There we go. A little better. Getting there. Oh, that's a non-knife guy. Control cam, please. We weren't even watching. Jesus. Oh my lord, that is a big fucking spider. Jesus. Baby daddy long legs. No, no. Come up. Get on here. Not a fan of spiders, but I don't try to go out of my way to kill them either, though. We're about 7 inches here. The stainless steel foil wrap.
Coriash, my main knives in millimeter are 12, 15 and 20. 12 is definitely my least favorite. And now I know.
15 and 20, you know. Seem a little thicker.
Coriash, the most recent is the 20. My Nakiri.
Definitely no room for error then, huh?
Damon John, did you see where I have to send you back the boner for a touch-up?
I saw you say something about it, but
Coriash, it doesn't have to be as thick as that. But definitely leaning that way.
Damon, I have to find time to go to the post office.
You can go to the post office the other day?
Damon, no.
Well, I have a few tips and tricks I can do to increase the girth, as it were, Corey. If it's not thick enough. Might put some micarta.
Coriash, have you mentioned that to my wife?
No, I wouldn't do that. That is a you thing, man. You have to mention that shit yourself.
Blue Coriash hammer.
Coriash, no thanks.
Blue, don't believe me? Hit your thumb with a hammer.
Koryash, I don't recall saying I didn't believe you. I said no thanks. Done it plenty of times.
Blue, it works though.
Koryash, I used to dabble in woodworking.
Damon, just because it works doesn't mean people need to do it on purpose, Blue.
To be clear, I'm against self-harm. If you need to enlarge any part of your body, you should probably go see a doctor for that.
Blue, in need of temperance details. Damon reminds me I got stuff to spray for wasp. Blue, I hope it is against wasp. Damon, it should stop them from making my home their home.
You know how I thought we got rid of our bat? Apparently we did not. I took Jasper out last night and I heard something
Oh, yeah,
crawling around
that
in my
works.
faucet, my roof. Son of a bitch. Now I'm going to have to call somebody.
Blue, son of a bat.
Huh. Googling how to get rid of them. They said, well, take out the water source. Like, well, that ain't
Koryash,
going to work.
bats in the belfry, not good. But I work hard to get them to take up residence in my yard. The best mosquito control you can get.
Yeah. That's true. We got a little lake not too far from us. Little pond. So taking out the water source ain't going to be a possibility. Not exactly sure how we're going to do it.
Blue, does your bat have an Alfred?
Probably not. I thought we only had like 2 or 3, but those they must have gave birth or something. Had more. Only thing I can think of. Fortunately, we're going to have to convince them to move on to somebody else's house. Considering building a couple bat houses, though.
Blue, then it is a copy bat.
Maybe if I build a couple bat houses, they'll be more susceptible to leaving my attic alone. I don't have a problem putting up a couple bat houses up high on the back side of my house for them.
Damon, gotta fill the hole they are getting in as well.
Yeah.
Koryash, I'm not sure they would leave the home they have now, for another one.
Blue, you might have a point.
definitely have to coerce them. But I'm thinking if I build a couple bat homes, then force them out of the home they got, they'll take up residency over there, you know? I need to build some display boxes anyway for the farmers market. Might as well build a couple bat houses while I'm at it.
Damon driver injured in non-collision transport accident.
I got to do with bats.
Damon, how the heck do you get hurt without a collision when in a car?
Coriash 12 to 20 feet off the ground, and 6 to 8 hours of sunlight per day. They like warmth.
Damon, no bats just work. Blue, well, he might have had a tire explode next to him.
Coriash, I wonder if they'll move out during the summer. That attic will got hot as hell.
Well, if they like the warmth, I doubt they're going to move out.
Damon, Johnny
Apparently-
might need someone to clean out the poop as well.
Apparently floodlights might do the trick too.
Coriash, warmth and a 200-degree attic are very different.
Well, if that's the case, they would have moved out last year. And if they didn't, then apparently that didn't work.
Coriash, yes, they wouldn't like a floodlight. Coriash,
said-
but to Temp's point, you also don't want a bunch of guano just sitting up there.
Damon, no shit, Corey.
How does the house smell like sulfur? Is he making ammunition over there?
Damon, this is a shit-free environment.
Coriash, I had mice in the attic in the last house. And same thing. Disease-ridden feces. Have to get rid of that shit.
Yep.
Blue John battery.
Necro,
Yeah, I got
good
it.
morning, John and chat.
What's up,
Necro,
Necro?
happy Cinco de Mayo.
Right. There's that Cinco de Mayo. Go get some
Necro gonna stream some Po2 tonight and get back into the grind.
food. Have fun. Still haven't gotten myself any 10 snips. Clearly. Get around to it eventually. Well, there's plenty of unique items inside the guild bank. Help you get started on your grinding efforts. Still haven't found a single divine orb, though. I am starting to see a lot more exalted drop, though. Alright, we got one more. Our dive knife. Fire up the oven. Get a heat treat going.
Necro, I got 3 divines before playing last epic.
Yeah, I can't seem to find the divines, man. They just don't want to pop out for me. A little bit more than I needed, but that'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Coriash, I've been playing Clara Obscure, episode 33. It better win game of the year. Absolutely phenomenal.
Good, huh?
Damon, I felt that way about Ghost of Tsushima and it didn't win.
About time to start the marbles, isn't it, folks? We are kind of in the marbles category.
Blue eye.
I suppose we should do the marbles. I want people to pop in here and say, hey, you're not actually playing marbles. Why are you in here?
Lord Cookington, have a great stream, buddy.
I miss you
Lord
already.
Cookington. Have a great lurk.
Damon, and the answer to that is C corner.
Scissor Man, good morning, John. What's shaking?
Good morning, Scissor Man.
Koryash, as devil's advocate, I'd say, I've been here an hour and haven't played any. Koryash, morning, Sizeman. Koryash, lol. Koryash, I haven't seen that one before.
You little bastard.
Koryash, you're right, why buy tin snips?
I know, right? My thoughts exactly. What do we need 10 snips for? We got hard mode.
Damon,
You know
save
what
his
hard,
knife.
hard mode is for? Alright. Go ahead and fire up the oven. Get these guys going. Alright, in about 2 hours we'll be pulling those bad boys out of the oven. Figure out from there what we're going to do. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. Fire up the marbles. Marble time. Marble, marble, marble. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Get your balls on the track. We need to do another 3D print. Yes.
Junks up, goat farmer Blueezy. Scramble up, hello. I can't hear anything because I'm at work and I had to mute, but I'll be lurking and watching when I can.
Scramble, welcome on in. Sounds good. Oh. Got that done. We got that done. Guess back to the teeth making.
Coriash, thanks for the lurk at Scramble Up.
Clean up to do on your knife. Tight, little tight. Snap in, we want it to slide in.
Coriash, talk about little room for error.
Right? Doesn't like hard mode. I like hard mode. Hard mode's great. 6. Ah.
Scramble up woohoo third. Haha.
Give it another haircut. Good job, man. Yeah, it doesn't give me a whole lot of room for error, does it? Work, though. Work nicely. It's a little bit more difficult when you don't lock it down. That is okay. Let my tape go. Jesus. One thing about unstabilized wood, man, is it likes to warp.
Blue work Surjung 666 and you?
It's gonna have to deal with it. Just gonna have to deal with it, guys. About 2 minutes left. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Exclamation point play. Get you in there. Folks over on YouTube or Kick, you're going to have to jump on over on Twitch if you want to partake. Welcome to do so. Or not. Whatever you like. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Last call, last call, last call. Let's go. $20. Chance at some Sin Coin. Sin Coin's used on Sin Shop. Get yourself some tickets. For the monthly knife giveaway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Ramalope. Ramalope. Hey, is that like a cantaloupe with some eggs in it that you scrambled? Make yourself a scramalope.
Lumen morning all.
Morning, Lumen. Morning. So we got a new type of award for meeting the weekly sub goal, chat. A new award. It will be a upgrade to the monthly knife giveaway. A upgrade. So instead of a 3-inch knife, it'll become a 5-inch utility knife. Oh, bush cutter. Lumen! This is one of those maps you don't have to be first. You just got to finish closest to the center. Scrambleope! Our winner for today. Right off the bat. Congrats, dude. Exclamation point here if you are here, Scrambleope. You get double. If you are here, of course.
Koryashi's no audio.
Scrambleope! Scramble up! Exclamation point here. All right, Mod. Get in there. Here, 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 here,
Koryashoshi,
here.
I don't know.
Scramalope going once. Scramalope going twice. Scramalope going three times sold. Scissorman, 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 Scissorman. Exclamation point here if you're here, Scissorman, 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 Scissorman. Hello.
Scramaloff, sorry I'm on a call. LOL.
Almost Scramalope. It's all good. It's all good. All right, next map. Congrats, Scissorman. 10 minutes. Get your balls on track. Let's go. Roll cam, please. Thank you.
Doing work always getting in the way of having fun. Hopefully our noise gate's working today, chat.
Koryashitis.
Damon I sir.
See Robert TV, holy shit, hurting my ears, LOL JK.
Excellent. Happy to do that, Robert. How you doing today, man? Murder.
See Robert TV, I'm okay, and yourself?
Can't complain. Can't
Good
complain.
morning, everyone. Corp,
Ow.
John, did you dibs Hulk dude?
I did not. I did not. All right, just did it.
Scramble up. Okay, I finished my call. I actually won? LOL, I couldn't even watch, I just glanced over and saw my name. Beginner's luck.
Yeah, beginner's luck, for sure. However, you do have a limited amount of time to respond.
Damon, you
Before I
won, but you
move on to
didn't
the
get the
next one.
channel points for a ticket.
You won the race, for sure. You had the opportunity. That's okay. We run marbles every 10 minutes, so plenty of opportunity, my dude. It wasn't for a knife, just for the chance at some coin that you can use on the ticket for the knife for the end of the month. If you were going to miss out on something, that would have been the one thing to do it on. Dead-gum work, always getting in the way. I tell you what. Got another review for this past weekend. The one dude that brought his knife back, I thought it was, thought he just wasn't happy with the sharpening that he got. But no, he took it out fishing, I guess, and started using it as a shovel in the sand. So, which explains why there was so much grit and grime and shit inside the casing I was trying to get out for him.
Corp warranty claim.
Oh, it's his knife.
Denied.
One percent his blade. You just needed it resharpened.
Oh, my daughter told me yesterday, I think
Rook,
it was?
hold up, he used knife as a shovel and then complained about sharpness.
He didn't complain about it. He brought it for resharpening. Didn't complain one bit. He's like, yeah, needed to get it resharpened. Kind of abused it this weekend. No, he did not complain
Blue,
at
no,
all.
he said it was very sharp.
Rook, okay. I misheard.
But I just sharpened his knife, I don't know, maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. So.
Corp, but what in the hell are you doing when you think, I know, the fillet knife can dig a hole?
Damon, sir, I am going to need you to not use a knife as a shovel.
Hey, Toddy!
Corey, I heard he
17
was
months!
using it to cut bait in the sand. Which, yeah, equates to running his knife through sand.
What's that resub, my man?
Blue the week before.
Dub F and morning, John.
Morning, Bear fans! How are you today, sir?
WFM knives are the best tools to find worms.
Blue Corporal _tunnel _07. It was a folder.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Lumen, are you getting the hang of the new sharpener?
I am. I think the new wheel is like super aggressive though. So I decided this last weekend, I changed it from the 220 grit to a 1000 grit for sharpening. I'm seeing a lot more, a lot better results for knives that don't need massive reprofiling. Was considering on putting the old wheel back on.
Coriash makes sense.
The new wheel is really aggressive. Much more aggressive than I anticipated. But then again, you know, first time ever using on Formac. Last couple months. When it comes down to sharpening though, I still
Corp, how
prefer
many tormarks can the Jackery handle?
that, dude. Oh. I mean, I can run the Tormac all day long, and it won't run out of power. I think I used 10% battery life last weekend, the amount that I ran it. 10%. So usually I recharge the Jackery when it gets below 40%. Right now we're at 60%. I haven't recharged it in a couple weeks.
So you could easily run multiple, each with their own wheel.
Yeah. Don't have the space for that though.
Corp this.
I did find out that there is a scissor sharpener in town. Apparently some guy goes around to the different salons and sharpens their shears for them.
Nah, I never change wheels. I have a machine for each grit.
But he apparently he charges $35 on the low end.
Corpum.
Oops.
Gimthy do. You win.
Congrats, Kim Thaidu, you won! Whoopsie! Congrats, Kim! What happens, man? Got to chatting.
Kim Thaidu.
Kim Thaidu. Congrats! Y'all won!
Blue Bravo Kim Thai _do.
Thank you, Corporal. All right, now let's do it again. Let's see if we see. This is what that new thing that bot that he is talking about. 10 minutes, get your balls on the track. The bot that Rushy was talking about maybe can give me a pop-up alert saying, "Hey, 1 minute, 1 minute." Might be useful.
Rook LOL. I don't even think I got my ball in that one.
Corp, this might be the best troll ever to Marbles streams. Just set and forget.
Damon, I know I didn't.
Corp, if you see your ball win, claim it.
You don't even need to watch the marbles game. Just if it wins, it wins. If it doesn't win, it doesn't win. This is great plan. What could go wrong?
Corp, how did the new resin come out?
Beautifully. Hey babe, I put the box in your front seat. That's for your radiology friend. Thank you.
Damon, hi Lisa. Drive
I'm
safe.
afraid I'm gonna forget where it's at. They said hi. She said hi. Everybody said hi. It's great. Bye.
Oh,
Have
hi,
a good day.
Lisa.
Let's see. Very good. We're getting better at this, chat. That is like spot on. That is like spot on, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and glue her up. Before we do that, though, take a look at the resin blocks. Grinder, please. Grinder, please. As with any burl, we have voids, obviously. Obviously, we'll have to fill those. We'll have to do those once we get them on the knife, but I'll give you a sneak peek of what it'll probably look like once we polish it.
Kim Thai do very pretty.
And there's this one here.
Boosted looks like a Game of Thrones map of islands and water.
Camera. Get the program already. To see that
Boosted,
series
there's your
in.
marketing idea.
Corp Polynesia.
Something.
Coriash gas and heat.
Luminology coming in with the prime. Thanks for the
O'Brien.
prime, man.
Boosted Gazo on height.
Lumen, thanks for that, man. I appreciate that. This is a great place to spend your prime, chat. 47 more, and we upgrade the monthly knife, chat. 47 more. 3 on our way. Upgrade it from a 3-inch to a 5-inch.
Willie Stool sample morning.
Morning, Willie. Oh, Jesus. Fucking spider. Alright, you're gonna die. Scared the shit out of me. That and it looked like a brown recluse.
Boosted Willie brought spiders.
Why'd you do that, Willie?
Corp troll cam please.
Roll cam, please. Roll. Coriash, how do you feel about me fingering your wood here? Feel pretty safe about it?
Corpum.
else fought in that battle that has a statue somewhere near
Rutherford
the...
Quincy Bigpen, born 1830, died 1863.
The statue was erected in 1919
Willie sent the spider your way whilst I ate my curds and whey.
Erected.
Ew.
Ew.
Coriash my wood could use a little
Says it right
action.
there.
I know.
Ew.
Blue head desks.
Ew. Poor Bluesy. Too much glue. Less than a minute. Get your balls on the track. Jesus. Man, time flies when you're just like going at it here. Holy crap. Exclamation point play. Dang it. 30 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. $15 seconds. Up all these clamps. Get them all on there. And they're off. Luminology. You gonna take us to victory? Yeah, it's Mr. 234. You're backsliding. You didn't do much marbling this weekend? Playing that other video game, right? Do you think these little pegs, they're the asteroid field? Have an asteroid field between the sun and the Earth? I don't think we do. Don't think we do.
Blue I am not DED, yet.
Are you wanting to not make it to the end, Bluesy? Why would you jinx yourself? Close to the finish line, chat. Ah. Lumen, you got to do some catching up here, bud. Tang's going to take it.
Lumen, my balls aren't awake yet.
There goes Rook. There goes Lumen. All right, Comic. You've been gifted an opportunity for double here by Lumen.
Rook eatage.
Oh shit, here comes Bear Fan. Gonna take your shit.
Comico.
Get to it, get to it. Quick, quick, quick. Temperance. Man, is this a murder track all of a sudden?
Comic no.
Right. Good job, Comic.
Blue closing in.
Lumen erred in your favor and hooked you up.
Koryash, the end is tough, yeah?
Dang.
That's Comic for double. Double, double, double. I do have to clean up this knife a bit. That damn hole, you little bastard.
Comic thanks Lumen.
Sometimes it's the simplest things that are the most difficult.
Lumen YWLOL.
Comic thanks Corporal.
Congrats, Comic. Yeah. Go again in 10. Exclamation point plate. Get your balls on the track. Roll cam, please.
Rook again in 10. Firehouse _ leather GM everyone.
Firehouse. Do it today, sir. There it is. It is.
Koryash GM and welcome in at Firehouse _ leather.
Whole mess of knives getting done here pretty soon, chat. Nicely. Huh. I think you could have put it on the entire blade there, Johnny. Wouldn't that have been nice? No, no, no. Why do something silly like that? think we left off at 200 grit on the other side before we started doing the sheath. Go ahead and continue at 200 grit. This guy finished up hand sanding side, and we'll get them etched today, chat. Still got our heat treat. We're moving on to our secondary level. We've already cleared 1200 degrees. Now we're moving on to 1500 degrees. It'll soak for about 30 minutes once it gets there, before moving on to 1900 degrees. And then we will do a heat treat for the 3 new chef's knives and the dive knife. Set this off to the side though for now, Corey. Hand sanding, the necessary evil for all knife making. I don't know why they call it hand sanding though. You use your shoulders. What you're doing with your hands is holding on to the piece of sandpaper.
Blue, your favorite activity, John. Admit it. Hi Firehouse _leather.
I can never say a lie. I could never tell a lie. It's immoral. Member of the human race, we're fine, upstanding, outstanding, with extreme levels of integrity.
Blue, we know. Blue, no.
So hand sanding is not difficult. You gotta let the sandpaper do its job. So I'm thinking this weekend, this coming weekend at the market's going to be probably my slowest market. Typically, people have been dropping off knives, right? And then they pay for them the next week. Well, this past weekend, one of the guys that dropped off his knives paid beforehand. He insisted, so. Okay, I ain't got a problem with that. So, I think we're going to have a lower allocation this coming Saturday, unfortunately. It did bring our numbers up really nice this past week. Well, almost cleared
Rook,
$200.
how many knives got dropped off?
About as many as last time. But the dude that dropped off a pile of knives, he paid for them right off the bat. So, you guys want to see him?
Koryasha shopping bag full of knives. Lol.
Yeah, right. Put it in the case. Hope I did. Would hate to have lost a knife. On here. Less than 2 minutes. Exclamation point plate. Get your balls on the track. Temperance, this is the one I was telling you about, the big one. The size of this bastard. Huge. A little bit more rustic than I like to see, personally. Less than a minute. Get your balls on the track.
Rook, whoa, what the heck is that?
That's a cleaver. That is a cleaver. Rustic cleaver. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. So, yeah. It's a well-used cleaver. He likes using this cleaver, that's for damn sure. I try to clean it up as best I can, but carbon. 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. This is a man, Mr. 1582. Got yourself a number? Good job, says the man.
Toddy, I think I know that knife. That company is all over the internet posting their deals on knives.
Koryash grats on a Jemmy Sizorman. Koryash, I know which one you're talking about, Toddy. Lol.
Yup. They mass produce that sucker like crazy. It looks like it's mass produced too. Got that rustic mass production look. How much they cost? What they're what, a couple $100? The demand's not looking good,
Toddy,
buddy.
they annoy me with all their talk and constant info.
Now, after this race, we'll take a close-up look at this knife, and I'll show you what I see as a knife maker.
Firehouse_leather, yeah, the commercials are annoying.
I'll show you what I noticed right off the bat from this knife. Now, of course, obviously, it can't be for every knife, but for this one, I'll show you what I see. Show you what annoys me, even though my wife will probably be a little upset about it. Why are you talking about that knife? You shouldn't talk about that knife. Well, I can talk about that knife because I can make a better one. can do it. Let's go. Boost. Boost. Never mind, you can't. Kim Thaidu again. Congrats, Kim. Followed by Double S Loco and Coriash. Good job.
Kim Thai Do Tai.
Good job. Job.
Blue,
Next
at
track.
least I ended.
I don't think I've seen this one in a minute. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. Grinder, please. Ah. So it is a high carbon. They left a lot of forge scale on here. As you can see, high carbon, naturally, it rusts. The handle, we have separation here. So that tells me that it's not stabilized. Look at the beveling here on the top. See how janky it is. By design, I don't know. It drives my OCD crazy though. See the handle, how it's starting to split.
Coriash, that's the rustic look. Lol.
Tells me
Blue,
that
that is not a quality knife.
the scales are not stabilized. So they'll eventually get fail on him. I don't know what size pins these are. They might be, what, 1/4 inch?
Coriash, at least it's full tank.
Yeah. 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. So I could definitely put a new handle on there.
Dub fan, same maker that made my buddy's set. Lol.
Blue, yes so.
The Cooking Guild looks like is what the stamp is. But,
Kim Thai Do, is there a way to polish it?
oh yeah, hand sand it. It's an 8-inch chef. A lot of steel there too. 4 inches.
Diode, where did you get that pocket knife from?
They're
Blue,
they're
Kimthai
small
_ do
wheel.
you can polish most knives when you are in Poland.
Couldn't get in there.
Blacksmith _ pop morning.
Got dings right there too. Morning, Diode. How are you doing today, sir? I mean, their leather sheath looks nice. It's a solid sheath, that's for damn
Blue
sure.
Diomedes _ Industries, he got it at the market.
Coriash, morning Dio, bop.
You know good. These are the other ones. This is what I don't know. We got one
Blue, it has a
knife in
sharpening
here.
stone in it.
We're gonna try to fix.
Diode, sharpen the knives. Don't save the knives.
He asked me to try to fix it. It's a hidden tang. Still held on
Coriash
somehow.
hoops, no end cap.
Diode, I was talking about the
Wiggling
chopper.
pretty good. This is what it's supposed to look like. Let's see if I can repair it. I'm not exactly sure I can, but give it a shot. I don't know if
how
this
do you attach
is...
an end cap?
See, I don't think this is actually stainless steel Damascus. 'Cause I can feel...
Blue
I
hammer.
can feel the pattern, which tells me that it's probably a stainless steel etch. Didn't be able to feel it. No, it just kind of looks digitalized. See if we can get it under some extreme magnification. What do you think? See that pattern in there? Does that look like
yeah, it does.
Damascus? No, that's
Diode,
an
you would
etch.
be able to submerge that tang with G-Flex, stick it in the pressure pot with the tang sitting upright. That may take twice, then mount the pommel cap. Diode, that is laser etched for sure. Bush cutter, it looks like it was etched to me.
Blue, that is not Damascus, that is etched.
To the naked eye, though, you couldn't tell. Get it up under some magnification. Yeah, I think I'm going to squirt some epoxy in there.
Diode, did you make $1 million hairs this weekend?
Yeah. Why would you think I'm going to make $1 million, man? Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. And the question is, am I going to be able to get that?
Diode, any dolls give them your hair?
Am I going to be able to get any? Be able to keep
Rook,
it
if
on
I had
there.
$1 million.
Piece of that. Ideas. I mean, all I can do is try.
See Robert TV at the Angryrook, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Here's the last knife. This one's got a different grind pattern than the cleaver does. This one's got a hollow grind. Hollow grind. But yeah, the gentleman already paid for these being sharpened. He didn't pay for the repair. That'll be something extra.
Diode, if I had $1 million, I would buy Corey. Have him mow the lawn or something.
This guy here. It's a 9-inch blade. Huh. So they cut in right here, right? And they made this knife to create the false edge. But you see they left the grind lines there? They didn't do anything on the other side. So Flint Stainless, Vanadium USA. Never heard of them. Pretty cool looking handle. The handle is not a full tang.
Boosted, I'm a butter knife, cause I'm a big softy but durable.
Coryash, you could only rent me. And it would depend on how much of that $1 million you want to spend. And this is not an indecent proposal situation.
Then we got this one here.
Diode is a decent proposal.
First pair of scissors. They got to figure out how to do the scissor sharpening. It's very loose. So it needs to be tightened up a little bit. We'll work on that too. Less than a minute. Less than a minute, chat.
Shiny.
Get your balls on the track.
Scissor man who won the marbles, John. Ha.
Get your balls on the track. Less than a minute to go. Get these guys over here. Control cam, please. I'll work on these this afternoon. Get them squared away.
Boosted, actual question, why are scissors so dull?
Rely more on friction grip and friction. Pick that. friction between the two blades. But typically they're not dull. 30 seconds. Yeah, my daughter was telling me that her boyfriend wants to join me.
Coryash 10.
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Scissor
At
man,
the,
I'm not
the
dull.
market.
I'm a party animal. Ha at boosted_02.
Here we go. Bear fan. Lead us to victory, sir. Here, let me get you a
Boosted
video.
LMFAO Scissorman.
Coryash, everyone wants to hang out at the market, huh?
Right? I did put a new video up on Instagram today, chat. It's been a while since I've done that. If you go like and go hit the like button on that sucker. You're gonna see it again on
Did
X.
you tell her it's a family business and he isn't family yet? Hint, hint.
Rude. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why he wants to help out. I think he just wants to be supportive. Make a good impression. Not how it is. Kids used to actually try to get along with the in-laws.
You need a stadium buddy. Every time you go off to pee, a customer needed something.
Right? It also helped every time I sat down, somebody walked up. Every freaking time. Fair fan, you made up some time there, buddy. But Kim Thaidu, man, she is on a roll. She needs to probably get a lottery ticket today or something. Holy crap.
Corp, that's a good look in the summer, wearing shorts.
What, you don't like shorts? Opportunity, you have an opportunity? No, Steve, you dick. And Diode said, yoink, this one's mine. I'm taking this shit. Like a one gritting ship, he's bouldering through.
Boosted, I'm a sucker for fair hot dogs and those fresh juice stalls.
Corp, John doesn't know what a stadium buddy is.
Even my own wife, when I showed her how to do the Zettel thing, somebody wanted to pay with a credit card or something, and she choked. So I tried showing you how to do it, and she got mad at me. Still got a chance here, Bear fan. As long as you can get past Steve. We've got a chance. Gotta get through this field. Oh my lord! Diode, what happened?
Blue Scissorman over to Ook and Diode is still ahead.
Scissorman! Look at this shit. Bear fan. He must be living right, dude. Congrats, Bear fan.
Coryash, yeah. God forbid I show my wife a better way to use a knife when prepping dinner. I only spent several years as prep cook.
We're definitely robbed, Diode. So what it is Bear fan, he knows a lot of people. So he put in a call, and that call finally reached over to one of his buddies that launched your ass. And then, of course, Scissorman, he managed to push Scissorman off, too. So, that's all it took. Kim Thaidu coming in second, though. Toddy in third. Congrats, Bear fam. Lumen bringing up the rear. He's like, I'll get there when I get there.
Blue OKIDED.
3 minutes, 33 seconds. Challenge complete. Didn't know I was on a challenge completion thing. Alright, let's go again. 10 minutes. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. We're going to play some poker. Poker marbles.
Corey, as you get some coins, you have to
Grinder,
claim
please.
them from the app.
Okay. I'll be back here in a minute. I'm going to go inside and use the restroom. When I get
Boosted
back,
LOL
we'll start
Corey Ash. Basic knife cooking skills save hundreds
processing
of hours of kitchen work too. I try to teach people the basics if I see them
this,
using a butter knife on
handle.
steak. The rock and slice technique should be easy for
I
everyone.
shall return. Exclamation point plate. Plate, plate, plate.
Scissor Man P right back.
Corey Ash right, rock chopping is what I try telling my wife. If I mention anything about how she's doing it though, I have to run or the knife might come at me. Corey Ash also, FFS, claw. Corey Ash, you're right honey, who needs fingertips?
Boosted LOL Corey.
Tweet, motherfucker.
Corp happy Senkoda Mayo Macacos.
Necro Road testing a job, will be listening in though. Boosted its Revenge of the 5th today.
Corey Ash, same to you corporation, hope you get to enjoy some chilaquiles heavy on the jalapenos. Corp damn it, get out of my head Corey. Corp, I am a simple man, going for a simple naco.
Boosted, I like how it says jalapenos, jalapenos, jalapenos.
Corp services. Koreash, I have some real nice tequila. Not sure what's for dinner, but I know what'll be after dinner.
Sounds good, Necro. Exclamation point plate.
Boosted dos barbacoa tacos con limon, mucho caliente con jalapenos chorizo habanero el pastor tres leches nacho quesadilla horchata. Scissor Man, welcome back to Shades.
That's not contagious there, Boosted. Hopefully, our oven is moving on up on temperature. Let's move the vector side away from the 1900 degree
Boosted
oven.
Wow text to speech knows how to speak Spanish LOL.
Corp, your voice does marginally better.
Big GCD, hey hey hey.
CD, Boosted, thanks for the biddies.
Big GCD, morning John and chat.
Damon no habla español.
Only speak American around here.
Damon hey diode.
Corp, not sure anyone hablas español.
Diode Big GCD, did you know that John made $2 million hairs at the market this weekend and wants to buy you out?
Oh, he does? Hell no! You don't catch me working at a
Big
food
GCD,
truck.
that is not enough.
Hell no! Less than 2 minutes, chat. 2 minutes. Get the
Diode
ball on the
GCD
track.
is a high dollar hoe.
Damon minute and a half on your balls.
Big GCD, how are you doing this morning, John? Rook, hey hey hey.
Cannot complain. Cannot complain.
Big GCD at the Angryrook.
Dub F, found you feeling lucky, John.
Nina.
30 seconds. Get the ball on the track. Let's go. 30 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. Lucky? Shit. I wish. I ground this guy down because I'm going to turn him into a mixer. for the new resin. Since the new resin is stupid thick, I need something that's got a little bit more girth. I'm going to use the drill for it. Hopefully it'll be all right. Hopefully. The angry rook. We're watching the rook.
Rook Lego.
Dub F, and he did. That trade by Sergeant put him over.
What? Man, I think you were talking in the wrong chat, my man.
Damon, he is not GCD, was talking about Bear's kid.
Corey Asher negative Ghost Rider. Dub F and nope. GCD told me he heard my son got a fill.
Okay.
Damon, who just made Twitch affiliate because Wall of Guns raided him the other night.
Corp, if Bear is a kid, should he be called a cub?
Cub fan? Instead
Damon
of a Bear
Truth
fan,
Corp.
it's a Cub fan?
Big GCD
Correct.
LOL.
Grant on making affiliate. Luminology, followed by Kim Thaidu. She is like on top of it today, man.
Dub F and
Jesus.
close. His
Rook
name
on
is
third.
Yogi.
Rook so close.
Lumen.
Bravewood, hey everyone. Good morning.
Morning, Bravewood. How you doing today?
Diode, I did not win again. I demand a recount and claim this race was rigged. Lumen, thanks.
I'm
Corey
gonna
Ashmore
count it
and
again for you,
Bravewood.
Diode. Looks like you came in 8.
Denied.
Diode, thanks John.
I did
Seems
a
fair
visual
now.
recount for you. Congrats, Lemon.
Bravewood, I had a decent weekend at the markets.
Nice. Tell us about it. How'd it go? 10 minutes.
Corey
Keep the balls on the
Ashnites.
track.
Boosted, the ultimate name for a Bear fan would be Peyton.
Roll cam, please. Tell us all about it. They put us in the middle. I went back through my emails and I
Diode
found an
Bravewood
email
made $2 million hairs and is going to
from
buy
the
out Big GCD and John.
the market people from, I guess, the weekend beforehand. Like, yeah, I heard you weren't very happy with the placement in the food truck area. Like, well, you know, you want me to pay $20 for a 10 by 25, and then you put me in an area that doesn't give me that
Damon,
extra
well, I am not a food truck.
25. They put me in an area that is like 10 by 10. That's it. And then somebody else's vehicle is like right on my ass. Fortunately, there wasn't anybody else in the entire row except us and an ice cream truck down on the other end.
Diode
So-
Tempe though does have a dump truck.
Yeah. We were able to move down to where I had an empty spot for my vehicle.
Damon, nah, I have a flat ass. Bravewood, Friday was kind of slow. Crummy weather. Saturday, I was the first vendor to show up, so I got to pick my spot. It was the first day of this brand new market. I did more sales that day than I did for the entire month of April through my website.
Ow! I'd say that's actually a really good
Diode
day,
Tempe
not
dash.
an okay day.
Diode, that is awesome, Bravewood.
Damon, dang, that is good though, BB.
Time to retire.
What?
Koryash, that's fantastic, Bravewood.
Bravewood, next week should be even better.
You gonna be first again? Get your own, the same spot?
Damon, morning, Artie.
Diode Bravewood is gonna be stacking them bands, blowing up and acting like she don't know nobody.
How all the popular folks do with it.
Bravewood, the manager told me that space is mine as long as I want it.
Nice. So you show up early on the first market and then you get to keep that slot the entire time? That sounds legit. We get assigned spaces.
Diode, hell yeah, Bravewood. Proud of you.
They put us
Hard
in the
work
middle.
pays.
Put us in the middle this past. I don't know if I like the middle. I think I like being on the edge. Feel like we get lost in the crowd.
Diode John
with
likes to live on the
being
edge.
in the middle.
Bravewood, I'm in the middle on Fridays.
Corp BRB.
Corporal.
Bravewood, my solar panels got a lot of attention, too.
You gonna become a reseller for the solar panels? You make your solar panels out of old CDs.
Bravewood, now that's a thought.
Diode, time to hook them up to your sound system, Bravewood, and start a coffee-fueled rave.
Yeah, my sharpening's growing. He's growing.
Bravewood,
I don't
haha.
have
There is always live music at the markets, though.
a product like
See Robert
you
TV in tech
or my
school when we
buddy.
had old CDs we didn't need, we put them in microwave LOL for like 5 SECS. Lighting show. Boosted, unfortunately Diom, raves are at night, which means no power.
Dubfan, did you make that 8-sided dice with all 8s on it?
Diode boosted, so true.
Did not. Did not, Diode. Did not.
Boosted, but that would be lit, as the kids say.
Brave wood, that's why you save up the power in a battery. Voila. Power at night.
Diode, hey. Don't blame me for what Bearfan asks. I only ask highbrow intelligent questions here.
Two minutes. 2 minutes. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. Hoping that was going to be my last piece of 600. Do it again.
Bearfan Dio, now he knows you're trolling.
We definitely don't have highbrow intelligence going on around here. At least not on my end. Minute and a half. Minute and a half. What's up, Mr. Fun? Do some more. More 600. Just want one piece. Need all the pieces. 30 seconds. Last call, last call, last call.
Diode, too many zeros. Just use 6 grid.
I'm getting a lot of interest on the scissors side of the house at the market. They're off. What are we gonna watch? Him Thaidu.
Coriash, I guess so, if there's a guy doing it but charging $34 per bear.
Yeah, my price is very attractive considering I only charge 25. Means I will probably get an angry call at some point. Once I start stealing all his business. I need to create a sign or something that is a little bit more intuitive than the one that I have. The JRK Knives is great, and that white banner is great, but if you only see it from the side, you really can't tell what it is that I'm trying to offer. So I need another sign that I can put out there. OMG Baker! No! Our most recent and newest VIP gets punted.
Diode, if that call comes in, please refer them to the invisible hand of capitalism and tell them to shut the hell up.
Oh, they'll probably attack my process first. People like to do that first. Break you down before they do anything. That way it makes themselves feel good. Dang it, Kim Thaidu!
Diode,
You
want me
are
to shank
on
them,
a
John.
roll.
I have no morals.
believe
Corey Ash, beauty of a free market. He could in turn charge $18 and undercut you. Or option B, shut the hell up.
Well, I got yelled at the one dude for
Diode Corey has the right idea with option B.
charging as much as I do for
Kim Thai do
dice.
lucky day? Rook what the heck Kim Thai? Grats. Diode John.
Yeah,
Can you recount again? I think I was cheated again.
No, yeah, you were definitely cheated. You cheated Bravewood out of her
lotto
spot.
Diode sorry
Came in
Bravewood.
7th that time. You should have been 8th again. All right, 10 minutes. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. 10 minutes.
No worries.
Control cam, please. Yeah, I don't know when the guy goes by. I think he's one of those people that drives around in a truck or whatever and then goes by the different salons. Offers it up while he's there.
Wolf Fairy Watcha drinking over there.
What's up, Wolf Fairy? It's a V8. My energy drink. It's black cherry. Peace. How are you this morning, Wolf Fairy?
Diode V8 with THC. John only hand sans while under the influence.
Well, the guy next to me, he was selling hemp plants at the market this past weekend.
Wolf Fairy, have you seen the caffeinate milk?
I have not.
Wolf Fairy, I'm trying to redo the Kofi thing.
Diode, my spelling was under the influence there. Sheesh.
All you need to do, Wolf Fairy, is wait till it's near the end of your time, and then cancel, and then re-up. I don't know why it doesn't just automatically downgrade the price. It should only charge you the price of the thing, not the old price. When I removed the sub perk from the Ko-fi, I reduced the price of the membership tiers.
Diode caffeinated
for
milk
whatever
comes
reason,
from Bravewood feeding beans to cows.
Ko-fi doesn't. Their payment system doesn't look at that again. So it just auto pays the old rate. Probably a flaw in their system. I should probably send them a message. I don't even know it exists. Or they know and they just don't care. Don't know unless you ask, I guess.
Diode, I need to get through finals week. I sold a few knives this weekend and need to rebuild stock.
Oh.
Wolf Fairy, y'all like 20 grams protein and 60 milligrams caffeine.
Scissor Man Kofi really wanted my money. They tried 3 or 4 times, John. HA.
Yeah, when stuff happens like that, though, Scissor Man, they don't tell me about it. Unless I manually go and actually look, I don't even know that there's an issue.
Damon John Kofi will tell you it's purposeful. Because the price normally goes up not down, so they want people to be grandfathered at their original price.
Scissor Man scam likely, huh?
Patreon does the same thing.
Necro, what's the name of the caffeinated milk?
Grandfathered in. I just do
Wolfberry
everything backwards,
SPYLT.
I guess. Guess I just do everything backwards.
Necro, thank you, Wolf.
So what you do is you get a light roast coffee with caffeinated milk. And use that as your creamer.
Damon Ultra Filtered Skim Milk Blend. Wolfberry I tried just to see what it was like because it's in my department, but it's surprisingly yummy. Bravewood, that sounds dangerous.
Danger is Diode's middle name. What size knives did you sell, Diode? Was it the little head knives? Or did you sell full-on honking
DIS because it's not
monster?
much in the way of milk dash because it breaks that down to water and ultra filtered skim milk, so end of the day it's mostly water.
Coriash skim milk is just white water.
Doesn't tasty at all.
Diode, I make EDC mostly, so these were 2 4-blade EDCs.
Yeah. You yoink my pattern, or you got your own pattern? Grinder, please. If I were you, I would have yoinked my pattern. You know my ADC is like the shit.
Damon different pattern.
Diode, why would I yoink your pattern when I can make a good knife on my own?
10 different knife makers. And they make 10 different knives. The pattern ain't everything. It's a little foggy mirror. Invent the wheel though, Diode.
Diode, too many grits.
Wolf Fairy. Thank you for that, Wolf Fairy. I hope you didn't get double charged though. Take that nice lower fee. Way to go. I think I want to grind it. I want to hand sand it some more. I'm not super happy with it, chat. Not super happy with it. Less than a minute. Get your balls on the track. We're going to do it again. No, I'm not happy with it.
Wolfairy, I have no idea. I can't be trusted to change right before renewal XD. Damon, holy smoles, 40 for 12 of those things.
Diode, what are you not happy with?
Too many grind lines on there. Too visible. 20 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. Get your balls on the track. We're going to take it down and bring it back up again. Just not happy with it. 10 seconds. We're off. Coriash.
Blue, I got charged double Wolfairy, but I cancelled the other one first. Wolfairy, I got my 1-2 PKS for 26.99 LMFAO.
Pack for $27.
Diode pro tip. If you stop at 36 grit, you don't have to worry about errant grind lines, as they are all grind lines.
One scene, hey there John, how's it going? Happy times and everyone.
Is that how that works? You know, I was curious about that, Dia. Looking good, Corey.
Wolfairy, I think it won't double charge. I only see one subscription listed.
Yeah, it'll only charge once. It'll charge the minute that you subscribe.
Wolfairy, but I upgrade instead of redo same tier.
You upgraded? Did you go to the Damon tier? Is that what you're saying? Wolfairy.
Wolfairy yet.
Appreciate that. So I did add another tier to the group. It is my first combination tier. When I made the changes to the removing the sub, I added a Damon tier that combines both the legendary
Damon,
tier
let me update the
and
VIP list for Wolfairy's double ticket.
the VIP list.
Wolfairy, you are fantastic and worth every penny.
Thank you, Wolfairy. I appreciate that. Congrats, Scissorman. Appreciate that, Wolfairy. There's only 5 of those slots available, 2 of which are taken now. That means there are only 3.
Got it.
Oh, thank you, Corporal. Pattern you
Diode,
sold?
damn it. Cheated again.
Congrats, Scissorman. Scissorman. Alright, we need to get the next one going. We got about 15 minutes before the heat treat. 10 minutes. Get your balls on the track. Let's go.
Scissorman, thanks, Corp. You lovely geezer.
Pattern here. Grim Delish coming in with a 5-pack. Hooking up OMG Baker, Indie Dragonfly, Beanbag Berry, The Sweet Spot, and Necro Razor.
Corp, thank you, Delish.
5-pack from the back. BCD. 8 of 50. We crush our weekly sub goal, chat. We will upgrade the end of the month knife. We upgrade it from a 3-inch to a 5-inch. Let's take a look at this.
Necro, thanks, GCD.
This little knife here. Look at the grind patterns on that sucker. Holy crap, Diode. When you gonna hand sand, man?
Big GCD at Scissorman 51 LOL, you are not wrong.
like you used my card
Diode,
pin.
check out that hot garbage.
Wow.
Nice and clean pin work, handle work. I like that. Little purple heart. Dude, that's a good looking little knife. What is that? 3 inches? I love your knife design, man, but your hand sanding's triggering me.
Koreash, I like the logo.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, the logo's nice. A knife with a snake through it.
Diode, I hand sand the flats to 400 and leave the grind at 400 belt grind. Rook GCD is goat. Diode,
Yeah.
that is a 4-blade.
Corp
4
quad
inch?
pins. Interesting.
Ah. Are my card pins too.
Big GCD at Necrorazo.
GCD, thanks for that. The gifted pack, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Diode, the logo is a lowercase delta behind a Greek sword.
Delta. So what is that? What did your 4 inch go for?
Big GCD at Indie Dragonfly. Diode,
Scroll
people
cam,
always
please.
think it is a snake, but they also think my name is Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Diode 275, John.
275.
Bravewood diabetes.
Does that include the sheath?
Damon, it's cause you're so sweet you cause it.
Include a sheath?
Diode, dude, if I have heard Diabetes Industries once, I have heard it a million. Big GCD at Cezerman 51. Diode, no. Sheath added on both of these, added 65.
Hey, your knives are more expensive than my knives, man. A 4 inch blade for me would have been 200.
Diode, guaranteed to shank a hoe. That's the promise I give.
Good on you, man. Good on you, dude. Keep up the good work. Might have to raise my prices again.
Damon, we should make a command. Prices to have that info listed.
I also need to get it up on the website.
Big GCD at In Need of Temperance, great idea.
Koreash, that was yep to temp, not to John.
Damon, not on the website because of insurance purposes.
Diode, stabilizate dyed curly maple. Diode, John, who made your disc grinder?
Who made my disc grinder? I made that. That there's a Johnson special. The hard part was coiling all the copper wires.
Diode, who
for
made the
motor.
wheel?
I don't remember the name of the dude. What was the name of that guy? Probably need to order some more before he either shuts down his business or dies. I think he's getting up there in age. I have some spares. Something, I think, is it Netsky's disc system? Netsky, Nelson. Nelson Disk System, I think, is what it's called. I think that's what it is. Where are my folks that Google that stuff?
Diode Nielsen Design Disc Grinder.
Nielsen, there you go. Nielsen Design. Yeah, there you go. What he does is he has a magnetic base for a quick change. He offers a 1 degree bevel system. Originally, I bought it because I was going to use that to instead of hand sanding, but it still didn't get the good quality hand sand that I wanted. Because his other discs, they have a 1 degree bevel.
Diode, I see it. Magnetic base, switch out the grid with different plates.
So I did go ahead and buy a flat. I wasn't originally going to because that wasn't my intention, but I did.
Diode, what motor did you put on it?
The flat is all I use. So what I ended up doing, Diode, is I went to OBM, I think it is. OBM. OriginBladeMaker.com. They had a 9-inch case, which fits the 9-inch disc that Nelson has. And I got a variable speed motor to go with it. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Get your balls on the track. 1 minute. One minute. 1 minute.
Diode Origin Blade Maker.
Yep. .com. Game time. 30 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. You should probably do a Google search for OBM. I thought it was pretty reasonable. So I bought there. If I had to do it all over again, I'd probably go with like a 12-inch though, if I could. Just because the disc sanders
Diode, I found them both and bookmarked them both.
would be great. 3, 2, 1, launch! Horiash! Mr. 233. Weren't you 234 earlier today? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's this? Lady? Lady Durrell? We got a gold name in the house, chat. It's going to be the new Cyber Dial.
Diode O snap.
Damon High Lady
188. 188. Corey Ash is no longer the lowest. How you doing, lady? Good to see you. Let's go.
Lady Durrell 2001 hello at In Need of Temperance.
I can't believe you sell yours for $275 and you sold 2 of them. Nice, dude. This is a man. Oh, this is the Pongo track, isn't it? Partial Pongo, maybe?
Lady Durrell 2001 mic. Hello.
Blue, am I already out?
Oh, shit.
Kite Dimmick 12 High. Lady Virolopsy.
What's up, Keith?
Damon Toaster God is a little aggressive. Blue
Yeah, he
yups.
is. He was
What
woke.
happened?
He was woke.
Damon
Toaster
Tomini.
got woke up by Rusty this morning. We have a very aggressive auto mod system. I don't know why.
Diode, it's because I offer nudes with my knife sales. Ramen.
Toy Studios. When did you sneak in here, Toy? Bush Cutter. Good to see you. Grats, Toy.
Damon Ramen is amazing. BTW, where is my ramen? I got a knife.
Koryash, why? Because you allow it to be.
Grats, Toy. Toy. Hello, Toy. Toy. You won, Toy. Exclamation point here if you are here, Toy. Toy going once. Toy going twice.
Diode, why do I always lose?
3 times.
I
So,
demand another recount.
Bush Cutter. Exclamation point here if you are here. Bush Cutter going once. Bush Cutter going twice. Hey, there he is. Good job, Bush Cutter. All right, we're going to pause that for a second because we just had the 2-minute warning. Roll cam, please. 2 minutes.
Diode, I think Lady Durel intimidated my ball with that gold name.
Finger ain't working. There it is. Jesus.
Lady Durel at Diomedes_Industries, ha ha ha.
Turn that off. And off. Move this out of the way. Make some room. We're doing a heat treat, chat. Doing a heat treat.
Lady Durel a spoo emote.
As soon as we get done with the heat treat, we'll
Bravewood John's heating things up.
open the marble. Don't want to jack up a heat treat because of marbles. "30 seconds. Faster. All right, so what we're looking for is a nice solid outline of a knife
Big
inside our pouch.
GCDBRB.
We don't have that nice solid outline that it's, then air
red.
got in. When air gets in, might have a herp-a-derp heat treat. Here we go. Ready? We ready? Do a dive knife first. Looks like we got a little bit of air in there. Probably came in up at the tip. Up at the tip. Just the tip. I'll put it in between the plates so that we can try to keep it from warping on us.
Scissor man, just the tip.
If it came in at the tip, we're going to have to thin your tip down there. Okay. Throw that shit on the floor. Fine. Yeah. Not as bad as it looks. It might be alright. Let's char there, but not going to use the part where it's charred anyway.
Corp crusty in the handle, no biggie.
Make sure we're nice and flat. Now the crust in the handle is the paper. I put paper in there so that it'll burn up the oxygen inside. Great. All right, let's grab another one. We got a total of 4. Now this next one is probably going to be the most trickiest one. This next one is super thin. Super thin. Look at that outline.
Blue 4.
Nice little outline of a knife. That.
Blue nice 1.
That is a good seal
2.
on that one. This one is pretty thin. We don't get a... Give me my cord, you little fucking chair. We get a warp on this one, it'll be catastrophic.
Diode Wojan. Not that kind of language in my good Minecraft server.
Catastrophic. You got a Minecraft server too? Dad, you just a jack of all trades, ain't ya?
Diode, my sensitive Marine Corps ears were offended.
Hold on to it, John. Jesus. Let go! That is one hell of a fucking seal. Go with the damn knife.
Rook Lego. Lego.
Blue oh dear, you Marines are real sensitive, right?
Ah, we got 2 left.
Diode, I cried when you said that, goat.
Not at all. Hopefully it'll hold its form. We did get a little air in right up here at the top, but that's okay.
Lady Dural at Diomedes_Industries. Since when was a Marine innocent? LOL.
Just the ears.
Blue I know.
Not the rest of the Marine, just the ears. Go right there like that. Little gravity assist there.
Blue Lady Dural 2001. Well, I could say something, but I won't.
You
Diode,
already
you are
did.
all
You just
being
said
very mean to
something.
me. If I had a feeling, it would be crushed. Hashtag bully. Lady Dural gotcha, and everything else isn't LOL. Lady Dural at Diomedes_Industries. I'm a Navy wife. Of 20 years.
Jeez.
Diode Lady Dural. I am sorry.
Blue Diomedes_Industries. Well, no, we are not mean. As ex-army, well.
Now,
Lady Dural, we own the Marines. Ha
how
ha
is
ha
that
ha.
possible, Diode? How can you be sorry? You just said you don't have any feelings. I'm confused.
Diode, it says Department of the Navy. The men's department.
Jesus Christ.
Lady Dural of LOL.
I have not usually had a seal this tight
Diode
before.
LOL.
Let go! Can you imagine if this was a condom? Poor guy would be screaming for mercy. Screaming for mercy. Fucking hell. Actually making my hands tired, chat.
Diode, that foil loves that knife, John. I think you had some slight welding there.
Jesus.
Lady Dural, jarheads is what we call the Marines. But doggone, the best time to see them is when they're out in the mornings doing PT. Those shorts look good.
Jesus. That is one hell of a seal on that
Diode, the
knife
shorty
right there.
shorts. Lady Dural, it's true.
God, I'm gonna go ahead
See
and
Robert
start
TV TMI.
Start it. Start it.
Corp
got one
chicks
knife
dig me
left.
because I rarely wear underwear, and when I do, it's usually something unusual.
Fucking turn off. God. One more, guy. One more.
Necro, I put my damn earpiece back in and all I hear is them short shorts look good. Sheesh.
That's good.
Diode Corp. Keep your inside thoughts inside, bro.
Another
Corey
good
Ash the Elephant Trunk G-String Corp.
seal.
Scissor Man Corp. Nauseated face, nauseated face, nauseated face, nauseated face. Lady Dural, you can tell the difference between a chief in the Navy and one in the Marines. That's an E7. LOL, chiefs have bellies and Marines have rippled muscles. Diode Corp, rockin' that banana hammock.
Knocking the banana hammock. Come on now.
Lady
Full of
Dural,
bore,
ha
I
ha
think.
ha.
Oh. See how
Corp, you all need to go rewatch Stripes.
sealed.
Blue well, Marines have a six-pack but Chiefs have a keg.
It's about who has the most beer.
Lady Dural, LOL, chiefs. See you do.
Corey Ash, did you put a 20-minute timer on this one, John?
No, I just
Lady
started
Dural,
it.
do a kickstand.
Corey Ash lol.
Yep, I just started it, Corey.
Blue, oh by the way, retweet.
Lady Dural, you are burning a ton of stamina in marbles.
Exclamation point play! If you have not entered, now's a good time to do so.
Corp, it's
Here we go.
Czechoslovakia, it's like going to Wisconsin.
We're starting it early, chat. We're starting it early. Boom, 10 seconds. Let's go. I think we're only like 3 minutes behind the 10-minute timer. All right, bush cutter. It's on you, baby. Gotta get the fan going. Get this 1900 degrees heat out of the shop.
Bush cutter, let's go.
Woo!
Diode nice. 33% boost.
Good job, Diode. Good job. Yeah, I paused the marble, so I made sure that we got the heat treat done right. Shit, bush cutter. All right, comic, you're up. No, we lost the Wolf Fairy. Oh, Kim Thaidu in first again.
Lady Dural at in need of temperance, thank God he's not running marbles as his stream. He'd have no stamina left, waiting 10 minutes. LOL, but this is more his knife making, which one day, I want a set of knives.
I have had a lot of interest in the custom knives since I started doing
Bush cutter, that's my lucky day.
The marketing.
Diode, damn it, goat has too much boost.
Going to the farmer's market. Well, I'm trying to keep up with doing marbles every 10 minutes.
Blue use.
And still do...
Lady Dural, I have seen all of Steve's knives he's gotten from you at John SIIN and I'm sold.
Me DED.
Yeah. He's going to get another one. One of the 3 that we did today is going to Chef Steve for his charity event in
Lady
July.
Dural, he is. Diode, too
He's
much
getting
boost.
Another.
Goat. Right over the edge.
Getting another, so you'll have another opportunity. In fact, it's actually going to be a smaller chef.
Lady Dural chef.
A new design
Blue,
style
I know
chef.
Diomedes_Industries.
Oh, Scramalope! Scramalope! It came back for you. Hopefully you're not on a call. Scramalope, you won. You won. Scramalope! Are you here, Scramalope? Mods, I think he doesn't have his
Lady
ears on.
Dural, I am not in there enough to win. I'd have to have mine made.
Blue Bravo Scramalope.
Necro, I hate this one company that brings their vans here, they abuse the crap out of them. Found a broken plastic seal and release bent on the seat. I had to remove the seat to fix it.
Scramalope! Scramalope, you are the winner! Wiener chicken dinner! Scramalope! Scramalope! Exclamation point here if you are here, please.
Necro, this is also the 5th tyke I personally fixed the bent cable on the AC
going
controls.
Once.
Necro time asterisk.
Scramalope going twice! Oh no! It's gonna miss out again. 3 times! Sold! Kim Thaidu, Kim Thaidu, Kim Thaidu. Exclamation point here if you are here, Kim Thaidu. I see you're here. She's like, that's right. I'm here. I'm in the top 3 every race, John. Gotta get me a lottery ticket.
Koryash Kimthi for win number 3. GG.
8.
Blue Kimthai_do is going for the record.
Oh, my favorite track. The Afternoon Bucky.
Rook, nice going, Kimthai.
Exclamation point play. 10 minutes. Let's go. Control cam, please.
Diode hat trick.
Lady Dural, I suppose
Kim cheats.
if you're not here enough to win a knife, you can always become a supporter on the Ko-fi. That'll get you a knife every year. At the VIP tier, it'll get you a knife of my choosing. At the Legendary tier, it'll get you a knife of your choosing.
Anybody want coffee? Because I'm having a cup of coffee.
There is a tier above that. It combines the two, but...
Damon or the Damon tier gets you both. Blue yes.
So these are the 3 chef's knives that we just pulled out of the oven. Grinder, please. So I'm experimenting by
Diode
making
at the
one of
beginner
them
tier,
super
you get a
thin.
big glass of shut the hell up.
So this one's a lot thinner than the others, even though it started out at 3/30 seconds like the others. Originally, this was going to go to a guy local. He wanted a thinner knife.
Lady Dural at Diomedes_Industries.
And I took him over to him and I showed him to him. He's like, yeah, I like that. I like that. Then, well, then something happened. He saw the brisket knife that I was working on. Then he's like, oh, John, I got to go with the brisket knife.
Blue, oh dear.
Brisket knife is much bigger.
Dubf and I created a monster.
So he's like, I need those instead, John. So I do have an active order for 3 additional brisket knives.
Coriash aka meat sword.
So the thin one I'm going to leave off for now. I'll temper it once it gets down to proper tempering levels. These other ones are going to be a knife. One of these is going to become Chef Steve's. I'm not quite sure yet which one I'm going to do yet.
Scissor Man, do I get to pick what color my resin handle for the VIP knife, John?
I suppose, as long as it's micarta. The dive knife. You upgraded to a dive knife. The dive knife is going to get something different than Resin Man. You're the one that said you wanted a dive knife. You changing your mind on me again?
Scissor Man Orange Glow would be great, John.
Yeah, I don't have any orange glow micarta.
Carry sheath for the brisket so you can make a big show of pushing people away from you and saying excuse me while I whip this thing out and draw it from the sheath.
Yeah, right.
Coriash Mau.
Now you get a choice between black,
Damon, yes,
and purple. These are your 2 choices. Black or purple.
Scissor Man Black, please, John.
Black it is.
Coriash, soon as I have that brisket knife in my hands, I'm going to have a party where I'll smoke a bunch of meat and whip that thing out when time to slice.
He upgraded his knife temperance with one of his perks from last year's contest. So it doesn't follow the natural rules of the legendary, or the VIP. Got an upgrade. Hard upgrades. I wish I was able to keep up with this year's contest. Pretty bummed about that, to be honest. Warping on me. Leave it in there for a minute. Gonna leave it in there for a minute. Roll cam, please. Little guy's warping. I couldn't get it out of the foil pouch fast enough. All right, I'm going to drop this guy back down to 220. I'm not happy with the grind lines on here. Do it again.
Blue Sea people saw how easy John picked up that anvil. Okay, part of a railroad track? John is farm strong.
Diode, do you clamp them to a flat bar on both sides when in heat treat? I find that takes out nearly all my slight warps.
Now, what I do is exactly what you saw. Part of the problem is
Corky
I
beats
didn't
them with an adamantium hammer.
Diode, I am
get
talking
it.
about in temper. Diode, clamp them in temper.
Oh. Might work. Might work. It might work. Let me get some more aluminum plates. I wanted to create a an aluminum plate clamp, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Have not gotten around to it yet. I'm waiting for Carl to perfect his aluminum forging process. Yeah, I'll blame it on Carl. Sounds like a great idea.
Corp, good thing you're only 26.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If I was any older, it'd be a worry. I'd be worried.
Corp, even at 26, I might worry.
Son of a gun! I think the marbles is taking off on us. 2 seconds. Oriash. Ooh, we got another numbered player in here. Who's this? Keith Dimmick. 526.
Keith Dimmick 12, yes.
Coryash, I don't win on this scrapping on race map.
Well, I mean, at least you don't have to be first for this map, Corey. You've got to be closest.
Keith Dimmick 12, let's go, Lady Dural.
Lady makes first shot. Bluesy, Winsing, Kai. He's holding on to it. Oh, Temperance. All right, Corey. Aw. Congrats, Temperance. You won Temperance. Temperance.
Diode Tempe cheats
Followed by
Epo
Lady. And then Tang for
Blue Bravo in
third.
need of temperance.
Lady Viral Poop.
Thank you, Corporal. All right, 10 minutes. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. Control cam, please.
Damon, my screen wouldn't switch.
The hell was that? I heard a sound that I've never heard before. Where'd that sound come from?
Corey Ashton, no.
Diode, sorry. I ate too much Taco Bell last night.
And it sounded like a bunch of little kids giggling. You need to get that looked at, bud.
Corp barking spider.
Did our sip jug go? Corey, did you get a surprise package in the mail by chance? Corporal?
Diode, listen, you don't shame me for my small child laughing
Thank you for
toots.
sip.
I do what I want.
Corey Ash, not as of Saturday.
Thank you for that. I don't know where it went.
Nope.
Kind of like the platinum. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it eventually. I need to clean the shop. And I have to have a shop cleaning day. I think, folks. Boy, I was hoping to etch your
Corp, did you see Carl tried to guide the raid on Friday?
You did? You know, I have not figured out how to control the stream from a mobile device. I have not figured out how to do
at
that.
the very, very end.
Of course he did.
Corp, I said
He
Saturday.
did.
Corp, I give up.
Wait, did you try to do it on Friday or Saturday?
Corey Ash, you've now said Friday and Saturday. Lol. Corp, he tried on Friday.
He tried on Friday? Must have missed that. Who did he want to raid?
Corp, the only deaf guy. Corey Ash, I tried to raid out on Saturday, but the command doesn't show up for me anymore. / raid shows no command. Corp, is Corey an editor?
What would that have
Sucky
to do with
cow.
anything? You got to be an editor to
balls.
do a raid? Thought any mod can raid out. You have to be an editor in order to raid out? A limited time left on the like and retweet, folks.
Corp mods have 2 levels of superpowers.
One is basement with lights, and the other one is basement without lights.
Robes basement white only or basement with RGB? Corp OK, I just checked a channel I am not an editor on and I don't have raid there. Koryash, I didn't think you had to be editor to raid, but maybe. I'd swear I had the /raid command show up before.
Jeez.
Koryash must be it.
I'll have to look at it. I have to look at it, Corey.
Robes, I want more power, lol.
Don't we all, Corporal? Or Jesus, Carl. I need a power mower. So the mower will run off and mow the grass for me.
Corp, get one of them robot mowers.
Rook, get a robot mower.
These are expensive though, man.
Koryash, I hear those things are terrible. Corp, that's a damn good idea, Rook.
We've got one in our roundabouts in town. They seem to do okay. Got their own little power bank and everything.
I've owned a room for about 5 years. No way I'd drop a couple grand on one for mowing. Lol.
I looked into it at one point in time.
My gas mower. Sit on my ass and turn the wheel, lol.
But it would probably take
Corp, I wonder what the import
days.
tariff is on a couple of goats. Talk about the ultimate troll. Paging blue.
Okay. 2 minutes! 2 minutes! Get your balls on the track. It's launching in 2 minutes. DCD,
Blue
thanks
well,
for the 5-pack, dude.
It is probably
Appreciate
cheaper
that.
to buy them there.
The monthly knife is in your hands, chat. We meet our weekly goal. We upgrade 1 level of knife. Upgrade. Move from a 3-inch to a 5-inch. May come to regret that, but give it a shot, see how it works.
Koryash, 1 minute till launch.
Damon, what if you
1
meet
minute.
the weekly goal every week?
It upgrades every week. Hence the whole reason why I said I might come to regret that. 30 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. 18 on the track. 2 more and I enter. If I enter and I win, then you know what happens, chat. Carl has to pay out for everybody.
Corp is for weeks in a month a brisket. Robes dam.
7 seconds. 2, 1.
Corey
Launch.
50 subs a week may not happen too often.
May not happen. That's true. It is true. It's 10 a day for a 5-day week. Shit, I stream 6 days a week, so it's like, what, 7? 6.33?
Damon, I mean, it is my birthday month, so if it's a brisket knife for the month, that would be a great birthday present.
Well, if we theoretically hit every week's goal, we start with a 3-inch, go to 5, then it drops down to 4 because it goes to an EDC, then it goes back up to a medium chef. 2, 3. 4th week brings it into a chef knife. Damn, Wolf Fairy, what are you trying to do? Dio trying to follow your lead and cheat. Kim Thaidu. She's now first again. Except Steve decided to smack your ball around a little bit. Lady said, yoink. Slide right on through here. And
Wolfberry, I'm trying to win grand prize jackpot,
and
of course.
Toddy. Corey. No! Almost, Kim. This is a man. No! Bush Cutter. Hey! Bush Cutter did it. And he scooped the double right there at the last second. Can't believe that. Damn. The moving bucket. Sure as hell is. That's a rude map. All right, Keith. You gonna make it? No! All right, Bluesy.
Wine scene at
Last
In Need
chance.
of Temperance. I got a Star Wars themed Etch-a-Sketch drawing for my birthday yesterday, and the birthday song played on a saw.
Bluesy, make it. She does not.
Ooh,
Bush
it's
Cutter.
getting hot up here.
Hey, 69 points. Congrats, Bush Cutter. He gets double corporal. We watched him for like the last 5 seconds.
Corporate
No,
K.
2 seconds. We got lucky. Congrats, Bush Cutter. All right. 10 minutes. Robotic roadway. Roll cam, please. You know, I think I'm going to go get some fried chicken today. Let's see if my daughter wants to get some fried chicken with me. Been a minute since we had some fried chicken. And I got to go to Menards anyway.
Wolfberry, where from?
Pizza Ranch. A pizza joint has the best fried chicken in town.
Kim Thaidu, what place has the best fried chicken?
In my opinion, it's Pizza Ranch. At least here in Manhattan.
Wolfberry, ooh, nice.
We don't have a whole lot of choices in this town, man.
Damon Pizza Ranch.
Something they do, man, makes that fried chicken taste good. Tomorrow we will
Blue, do they have pizza, boys?
get your handle on temperance.
Dub F, and we do not have a fried chicken place in our area. We have to drive out of town.
See, I wish Lisa would let me do drumsticks on the grill. She's not a big fan of grilled chicken, bone-in chicken, unless it's a whole bird. Unless it's a whole bird,
Ooh, I
she
fry my own.
didn't like grilled chicken.
Damon, so do it for lunch on Friday.
Big GCD back now. Hey Blue.
Back. Thanks again for that 5-pack. Five-pack attack.
Corey Ash, my wife makes pretty good fried chicken, but hasn't done that in a while. She's down 50 pounds, so I can't ask her to do that. Lol.
Blue, hey Michael.
Big GCD, well overdue.
You probably
Glad I
should've
could
that,
do
man.
it.
Corp BRB phone call.
Grinder, please.
Big GCD, you would think in 3 years I could support you more with more.
Alright. So I go for a foggy mirror. Definitely got our foggy mirror. I feel like I could do it better. Of course, it's a pretty solid mirror the other way.
Diode way too many grids.
Need more work on the tip. Well, I'm gonna keep working on it. Not near as way I like it yet. Near as nice as the way I like it. Get it though. Get it. The big one. Nice and straight.
Diode, the world is a looking glass. It gives back to every man a true reflection of his own thoughts. Rule your mind or it will rule you. Gautama Buddha.
Bad. The oven's got to get down to at least 200 degrees before I can start the temper, so it'll probably be later today before I do that. I'm gonna do a file test on this knife. I am concerned with the char now that I look at it a little closer. Last thing we need is a dive knife busting its tip off. I'm gonna test the shit out of it.
Corp gunga gunga garlunga.
At least it's straight.
Corpo,
At
damn it,
least
that
it's
wasn't
straight.
Buddha, that was the llama.
Roll cam, please.
Corp big hitter.
Might need to start getting some of that working man hands stuff. My fingers are starting to get cracked pretty good on the side here. Cleaning my hands with 99.5 alcohol isn't always great for it either, though, right? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. This will be the last one for the day, folks. This is the last one. I'll be back tomorrow.
Damon play.
Dub found Twitter goal made.
Necro, that stuff works great for mechanic hands as well. Can
Way to
confirm.
go.
The other
We gotta
Bob
roll
on
the
your
dice, don't we?
deathbed, you will receive total enlightenment.
Corp,
Roll
thank
it.
you, other Bob.
Grinder, please. Let's roll the dice. D8. Well, D8, right? D8! Do we even have a D8? D8. Yeah. If we get a 7 or lower, we keep it at 7. If we get an 8, we move up to a D10 and it moves to 8. See what we get. What numbers does that look like? Like a number 8. Hey, look, it was an 8. Look at that.
Damon 5.
So, stay at 7 for the next week.
Lumen Cinco de Mayo.
Roll cam, please.
Blue 5.
Less than 2 minutes. Get your balls on the track. Let's go.
Corey Ash, we were at 9 last I checked.
You folks over on YouTube, thanks for hanging out with me today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Blue, I
Turn
do
off
not like
notifications.
mayonnaise.
You do not want notifications. I stream, what, 6 days a week? 5 days a week? Something like that?
Corey Ash, me neither.
Too many
Blue.
notifications. Too many. Too many. You folks over on Kick, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow button, whatever the hell it is. As for you guys on Twitch, well, you should already be following. 1 minute, less than a minute. So, for you folks that did the likes and the retweets today on Kick, on the X, make sure you do a exclamation point retweet now. Now is the time to do the exclamation point retweets. Any ones that were done beforehand don't count. You got to do it now. Damn it, creme de lish. 53.89. 30 seconds.
Corey
Last call,
Ashley's-
last call.
Robes lol.
Dang it! I thought I was gonna get a lower number, but no, got a higher number. Figured. 10
Big
seconds.
GCD, hey Carl, hope you are well, bro.
Call, last call, last call. 3, 2, 1. Launch. Hi, Demic. We're watching you, sir. Actually, a pretty quick map. Pretty quick map. What's up, Double S Loco? Tang Fever? I don't remember saying hi to you. Apologize. Indie Dragonfly? Carl! We lost Carl. This map always makes me want to watch a Star Trek movie. Damn it, you found a hole, Keith. All right, temperature up. Vroom, vroom. Scissor Man. Lost Double S Loco. Lost Temperance. All right, Lumen. Not even sure how in the heck Lumen
Double S Loco, hi John.
moseying on the way here. You lost Toddy. Here's Wine Sing. How did we not lose you there? Like nothing holding you down. Ah, it's a murder map, chat. It's a murder map. Wine Sing gonna take it. Indy gonna take it. Oh, maybe Necro. Necro's moving up. Indy Dragonfly. That's Indy. Must have got stuck on a block. Followed by Wincing. And Luminology for
Tank Fever the
third.
Carnage.
Hey. Congrats, Indy Dragonfly, if you are here, do exclamation point here. Waiting on Necro. You must have gotten stuck. I'm here. All right, Indy. Exclamation point here if you're here. Indy Dragonfly going once. Indy Dragonfly going twice. Ooh, good timing. Winesing was like gearing up for a fourth.
Comic LOL.
Good job. Check in, please. All right. If you have not been active in the last 5 minutes,
Indy
you need to be
Dragonfly,
active.
yes. First win.
You need to be active. If you're not active, you will not get these extra coins. These extra coins
Damon
usable on the
test.
Sin Shop. You use coins on the Sin Shop to get yourself some tickets or some video games or
Blue
some
active.
physical items. Whichever you like. They're your coins. Use them how you want to use them. We give away a knife every month. We hit our sub goal, our weekly sub goal, which we're currently at 8 of 50. We will upgrade
Wine
the
St.
knife.
John,
Currently,
sometimes
it's a
I think you can see me,
3-inch
LOL.
blade. I would never disclose that if I did. Derail. Squirrel. 5,389 was the highest amount that I saw. If you have not been active in the last 5 minutes, you need to be active if you want to get these extra coinage. Here we go. Dropping the hammer in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys. Appreciate all your support. Thank you for doing the
Blue knife
likes
maker
and the
raid. We
retweets.
come with knives. Dance break.
All right. Now we need to raid out. See here. Who is did Carl refund himself?
Necro, thank you for your time, John.
Guide the raid, or
Big
What did
GCD,
he
thank
do?
you for sharing your time with us.
what did he do?
Wine
don't see
scene
him
dance
on, though.
break.
You guys are
Robes,
welcome.
I did not
Thank you for
lol.
hanging out with me.
Blue knife maker raid. We come with knives. Dance break.
Is there somebody else you wanted to raid,
Oh,
Carl?
nope,
Because I don't
still
see him
in
on
the
here.
game. That's down to you.
Blue
I
that
don't
is better.
see.
Robes, that was yesterday lol.
You mean Friday? You want to guide the raid today, Carl?
Big
Yes,
GCD,
no,
yeah.
maybe?
Finally cleared half a MIL in top hat points.
Robes Bumstead.
The Bumpstead. All right, we'll do it. Mr. Music Man Maker himself. Let's go. You guys know him. We've rated him
Blue
many
is cool.
times. Many times. He makes musical instruments from hand. That's a skill I definitely don't have. That is some cool shit. That is some cool shit. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to be penning up a brisket knife. Hopefully I'll have Corey Ash's knife, brisket knife done. We can put an etch on it and it'll start processing his handle. So probably end of the week, we'll put Corey Ash's handle on.
Wine scene at
Tomorrow
Get
we're
Cream
going to
Delish.
do Temperance's brisket knife. And
Kim
yeah.
Thai do, thanks for stream.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate you guys coming and spending your time here with me. It means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. Especially all the support, and the gift subs, the biddies. Appreciate it. So let's go say hi to B Bumstead. Give him a follow. Follow is free. Follows don't cost nothing. And come tomorrow. I'll be back here in the shop, so I hope you join me then. Till then, take care, stay safe. Don't do anything I would do. Come on back, see me now. Yeah.
Tank Fever, have a good one, everybody.
Bye.